Greetings, stamp pickers. It's time to look at this envelope that I discovered under a pile of other envelopes. And it says on it, Early Canada. So stamp collecting is fun, and we want to have a look what Early Canada means. And since I produced this envelope of Early Canada, I suspect that it means something completely different. Anyway, we'll have a look at the Canada stamps, and maybe we'll put them in modern, postmodern. I don't know. You know what I mean. Anyway, let's pick them all out and see. Well, we got our heap in there, and they don't look like any early ones to me. They all look. I'll turn some of the. They all look a little bit modern to me. So maybe early for me was something a little bit different. Anyway, we'll have a little look. What have we got here? We've got a cockerel. What better way to start the morning than a cockerel crowing? Weathercock. Yes, Canada. Canada Post. Looks like snowy, doesn't it? Proper snowy, that. It's sort of 60s, 70s, that I would say. This is 71. I guess it's a Christmas one, Christmas Noel. Lemon Park, Canada. 1970. More similar era. Here we've got a sort of anniversary, maybe, of, I don't know, an orchestra. It's a lovely, colourful stamp. Next, we've got Her Majesty the Queen of 4 cents. We'll keep Her Majesty separate in some way. There we are. I may do a page of, if there's enough of them, and I suspect there are billions of them, I might do a separate page for her. Set up a page. Here we've got a... not sure what it says. Dollard des Oreo. Possibly a liberating fighter of French extraction. 1660. Possibly someone who discovered Canada. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Just I'll get another one of these. 5 cents. 48 cents cradle. A Burkow. Here we've got a green one, which is priced at 2 cents. So 2514. 2514. I'm starting to get excited about them. Another queen here. We'll keep the other queens separate. There we are. 43. So what is this here? So we look to have maybe an Olympic stamp. Looks like it could be winter sports. Yeah, it's nice. This is very modern, I would suggest. A $1. Bibliothèque, Library, Toronto. Another queen. If you're looking for older stamps, they're generally square. Now here is we get back a little. It's still not officially old though, even though it's George V. But it's sort of getting there. I'll count that as half old. Modern. Butter churner, maybe. We saw the cradle earlier. What does this say here? Bucket. So, Yes, I'll put that there. Canada, coat of arms, ladies slipper, sabot de la Vierge. Not sure what that means. Now this is going to be ultra modern because it is huge. And I think we're back to Toronto again, that library. No, maybe it's a different place in Toronto. It's part of a set, so that's it's interesting. Here we've got Point Palais in Canada. Looks beautiful there. Marshland, ducks and drakes and the likes. I bet it's lovely there. And here we have a flag and fireworks. People go mad for flag stamps. I have one or two. Here we've got more Canada Queen. Put that with the more modern. And here we have Christmas Noel. Very nice. Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Canada again is full of glaciers and the likes. It's a huge old place apparently. It's almost the size of the United States. I'm sure they give some of it away. Was it Alaska that they gave? I think they did. And the Yanks are coming back for a bit more maybe. So here we have Mr. MacDonald, the painter, very famous painter, J.E.H. MacDonald, painter, 1873 to 1930s, Canada. None of these are old. Oh, and art again. So for an art collector, you know, someone who collects art stamps, I mean, probably want these. That's a very modern. Big, isn't it? Big. A big old thing. Canada. I don't know what to do with that. Canada here. Fortress de Louisbourg. Fortress of Louisbourg. Airpost, maybe? Airmail? Whenever I see a plane, it does suggest to me airmail. Can't see the name of it. Another nice Christmassy type stamp, Christmas Noel. I want to get something interesting. Is there anything interesting out there? What about this here? Fishing. Is that interesting? Fishing and canoeing. They love a canoe. The Canucks. A quadruple. Out Canada again. Gotta be Christmas. Pair, nice pair. Mint. A long train. Canada Christmas. And a person here. Laurier. Boy. Terry somebody, Fox maybe, runner. I would say Olympic Games. Marathon runner. Sounds quite interesting as a stamp, if you like sporty. Christmas. I've got a lot of Christmas stamps coming from Canada. So the more Olympics here by the look of it. Olympiad Montreal. So one of their own. 8+2. This looks bashed and beaten and discoloured. Let's have a look at this. What is this? This is an older one. This is the oldest one here. Montreal overprint, Quebec. So that's quite nice. So all of these now. It's been worth just to pull this Canada Postal 1 cent. Edward the 7th. Montreal, Quebec overprint. So that's quite nice. I'm going to leave that out with his son. We'll put the Queen separate. So that's a beauty. We've got something on the back here. Someone's cut a post card up. Queen again. So they do have a lot of queens in the stamp world in Canada. What's this? Looks a mess. When things are a mess, I get a bit excited. Again, it's Christmas. Well, I see a Christmas tree, 20 cents. I don't know is the answer to that. But what I do know is this looks a mess, doesn't it? That looks a holy mess. So what is it? Wow. I think I'm not saying we'll hit the mother load, but we've certainly got a Queen Victoria there, so that is an early stamp. So let's just put that there. Canada postage, 5 cents. Butchered, bitten, damaged. Been through the wars, been through world wars. But that is an early one, so we'll put her son next to her there, and his son and her grandson there. Okay, so look out for those stamps which are a bit of a mess, and here's another messy one. Someone's been taking that out, ripping it out. It's got foxed and miscoloured. We'll just shift those as well. Shift that there. Another queen here. A pair. We'll turn this over. Queen. No. I mean, yes, but no. Oh, hang on a minute. This is a nasty one. That's nasty. But it's too big to be an early, in my opinion. The sort of early stamps are all pretty much square like that. Not that that's early. Oh, it's another of those Christmas ones. Oh, that's interesting. Fairly interesting. Semi-interesting. Coming to sort of the end now. Oh, you can't beat a seagull. First thing in the morning. About 4:30 a.m. Sometimes they start at the seaside. I once stayed in Blackpool. They stopped about 11 and they started again at 4:30. Also, the window never shut. Is another... No. Anything else here that is of any interest whatsoever? So if we learned something today, most stamps are modern. Even if you go back as far as George V, that is still sort of not old, not early. Not early, but a nice overprint. Montreal and Quebec, that is nice. I'm going to keep these three out actually. And the Victoria one is fairly early. I will have to look it up and see what sort of date we've got for that. But I think we've had a nice, interesting time. We've had some fun with stamps. Stamp collecting is fun. We've got lots of queens. We've got a couple of kings. And the photo on the front is a thumbnail for this video is a postbox near me, not too near me, but nearish, that I must say I've never ever used. But I hope you're having a fantastic day. We'll call it that for now. 15 minutes is gone. Stamp collecting is fun. Early Canada is fun when you get a Queen. Yes, it is. So, bye everybody, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.